Wide Left Sports is proudly sponsored by TDS Fiber, bringing fast, reliable internet to Billings and beyond. Whether you're streaming the big game, uploading content, or just trying to keep the whole house connected, TDS Fiber delivers the speed you need without the lag. Check availability in your neighborhood and make the switch today. TDS Fiber, internet built for real life.
Hello, welcome to Wide Left Sports. Today I am joined by Glasgow football player and Montana football Shrine player Grady Nielsen. Grady, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing super good, super good.
Love that. So my first question to a lot of the athletes that I have on the show is, when did you first fall in love with football?
It started very early. Me and my dad I was super young. I fell in love with football. Me and my dad used to play football all the time in the living room. He'd throw balls to me, playing catch, and that was just a blast to me. I've always had a dream to just really go to the NFL, and I'm glad I get to play at the next level. So I'm very blessed to be able to play, really.
That's awesome. So I know in high school you play both sides of the ball. So what positions do you play, and how would you describe your style of play?
I'm a tight end and a D end for defense. I'm very physical. I love to use my body. I love to tackle. Is my favorite thing to do. But if I would describe me like as a person, I always looked up to Marshawn Lynch. I know I'm not his position, but I love him, and I just want to be a beast like him, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. He may have played running back, but I'm pretty sure he had linebacker in him. So that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I've always watched him. I was always a Seahawks fan when I was younger, and I loved his style of play. So
I love that. And they have a big game here in a couple of weeks. So
yeah, they're coming up.
Exciting.
They're coming up. Yeah, that's gonna be super exciting. Super good game, I think.
I think so too, for sure. So what is one thing that people assume about your game that just isn't true?
Like, what do you mean? Like,
so like a typical tight end, D end, what do people assume that for you is not true?
I love, like, as a tight end, I feel like we're always like, you're being looked at as being a passer, but you are blocking a lot of the game. You are in the trenches with the linemen. You are blocking a lot, and you are getting those holes created for the running backs and quarterbacks, and it's kind of just what it is. I mean, you got to get down and dirty as being a tight end, is what I would say. So
I love that. And then, obviously football is very wearing on you physically, mentally, and all of those things. So what is it about football that you love so much that you keep coming back every year?
I'd just say the team chemistry. I love playing with the team. I love playing with my friends and my boys. They're really a family to me, and just great coaches. And it makes it so much better being with someone, being able to work out with someone, being able to go throw. It's a blessing to go out there and just be a team.
I love that. So then now I want to talk about Glasgow, where you're from and where you've gotten to represent the last 4 years there in high school. So what does it mean to put on that Glasgow uniform and have Glasgow across your chest every Friday night?
It means the world to me. I mean, the fan base is super, super supportive. We have a lot of fans, great families there. I just am super blessed again to say that I'm a Glasgow Scotty, and the coaches are super good there, and I just love representing Glasgow. It's just a home. It feels like a home, for sure.
That's amazing. So then, for people that have never been to Glasgow to notice the football culture, and see it firsthand, how would you describe the football culture there?
Oh, the football culture is it's one of a kind, I'd say. I mean, the boys, super good bonded players, and we've always been playing together since sixth grade. We've just super bonded. I'm sorry. But it's just a bond, I guess. It's just the team, the fans is just all one as a home. So
I love that. And so, Glasgow is part of the High Line, but then also Eastern Montana. And from my experience of interviewing a lot of guys from your guys' area, is you guys are so passionate about your football. So, what is
yes.
different about Eastern Montana football compared to the rest of the state?
Um, I would just say we don't get as many opportunities, I'd say, as kind of the western top part of the state. They have big cities, lots of big towns, lots of people, and down here it's just we're kind of more of a brotherhood. We're just kind of low key, I'd say, and just we got to work together as a team. We don't have as many opportunities as most of those west side schools, I would say, and the bigger schools, if that makes sense.
No, that makes perfect sense. And I think it's really a testament to how tough your guys' schools are that, even though you may not have the most opportunities, a lot of those guys from the High Line and from the eastern part of the state are still going on to play college ball. So I think that's just a testament to your guys' toughness up there.
Yep.
For sure. So then, my next question is about the Scotty program. I know you guys are a very historical program up there in Glasgow. So, what is the standard for your guys' program and what's expected of you guys daily?
Just hard work, and I mean, 100% effort all the time is always a need for the program. We have a lot of needs, and everyone fills it. Really, I'd say we have good seniors always. We have always good help with the coaches, and it's super good. Just 100% effort. Just if you make a mistake, just keep going. Kind of just keep gritting your teeth and keep going. Keep pushing forward and just go to the next play, I'd say.
I love that. So, as you've grown, from a freshman and sophomore at Glasgow to now you're a senior, done with your football career, how did you see your leadership kind of change from being an underclassman to being the top dog at Glacier High? Or, yeah, not Glacier. Excuse me, Glasgow.
No, it's definitely changed. I mean, just as a freshman, sophomore, just kind of watching the older guys just helped a lot, and just seeing how they run the program, seeing how they treat other people, how the coaches treat them. I mean, just watching those guys helped a lot, and just kind of growing older, getting more mature to being a senior to a junior. It was very helpful to see those guys, and then finally to take my turn into it and just be a super good role model to these younger kids, and just be a super good role model and teach them the ways that I was kind of taught, and just keep everyone moving, being super positive. And so, yeah.
I love that. I love that. So obviously you've had the opportunity to wear the Glasgow jersey for 4 years now. And so what are some of your favorite moments of wearing that jersey and getting to represent your town?
My favorite moments would probably be just, I'd say all the football games is super fun, but I'd also say one of the biggest games is our Malta rivalry game, kind of putting a whoop on Malta, and just being a team together, and just it's the kind of just it's always fun to have that jersey on my front. So
I love that. And that actually answers one of my other questions. So what is it about Malta that makes them your guys' biggest rival?
um just being so close to each other, and they're always such a super great, well coached, super talented team, and I feel like we are too. So I just think it's meant to be. I mean, but they're all super good kids down there. But it's just a big old rivalry, and we always want to whoop up on them and show them that we're better than them, I'd say.
I love that. I love that. So, looking at your game now, you finish your senior season there in Glasgow and you're looking towards the next step of college. What do you think is the strongest part of your game today?
The strongest part of my game would probably be my determination. I love to just work and work and work. I just want to be the best out there. Really, I just want to. tell myself every day I'm the best, and that's just how I think. And I feel like that's how every football player should think, is that they're the best on the field, I mean, really. But I just think I'm very determined on my goals and where I want to be at.
I love that. And so, obviously, with all sports, you don't start out right away as the best on the field necessarily. And so, what is something that you've improved, since those years of being a freshman and sophomore to now your senior year that you've seen definitely change in those 4 years?
It would definitely be my physicality and speed of the game. I mean, being a freshman coming in from eighth grade year, the speed of the game changes a ton. It's just so much faster paced of a game. But overall, just it's super good. I mean, but yeah.
That's awesome. And so, the thing about being a competitor and just being someone that always strives to be the best, like all athletes do, what is something that you're still chasing today that you want to keep getting better at?
Um, I definitely just want to keep getting bigger and stronger for the next level. I just I just got my goals set for what I want to do, and I just want to keep making bigger levels and bigger levels of football, and I just keep just gritting my teeth and keep going, if you know what I mean. So
That's awesome. And so then, as with all sports, there are some tough moments. So for you, what has been the toughest moment you've faced in your football journey and what did it teach you?
my toughest journey was probably my sophomore year. I had a knee injury and I had surgery on my left knee with meniscus issues and just cartilage issues. So that definitely sucked a lot, but what it helped me with is just keeping going, keeping positive. I know it's hard, but you got to keep positive to yourself. You just got to know you're getting back. You're going to get better. You're going to keep getting stronger and just wait for the next season and keep going. So just got to always stay positive towards those moments like that when you're kind of on the low.
I love that. And so then with your knee injury, because those are very serious in day to day life, let alone a football knee injury. So then what was your, I guess, awareness of the injury like when you came back? And how did you push through that? Almost, I'm going to say, probably fear of getting re injured.
It was definitely in the back of my mind always of getting that re-injury. I mean, I've had multiple knee surgeries. I've had a hip surgery. So I'm a little nervous stepping out on that field and just being physical. Um, but overall, it's just, you got to keep going. You got to try to keep going past that. It's just, you're better, you're bigger and you're stronger. You got this. You just got to keep telling yourself it's okay. I think just be mentally prepared and just be positive.
I love that. And so then when you're talking about a football player before a game, there's usually two kinds of players. You either have the guys that completely shut everything out and you really don't talk to them pregame, or you have the guys that are bumping music and are just getting fired up. So I got to ask, which one are you?
No, I'm the guy playing music. I'm always jamming out. I'm singing. I love to jam out. I'm always going crazy before games. I love the nervous feelings, but you just gotta kind of tell yourself that's your just mind telling you, go kick some butt, go out there. Who cares? Let's go. You know what I mean? So I'm always just playing around. I'm not playing around, but I'm just messing around a little bit, just kind of getting ready. So just having fun.
I love that. I love that. So now let's kind of transition to the Shrine Game selection, which you just found out about almost a month ago to the day. And so, what was that moment like when you found out on Christmas Day that you would be a part of the Shrine Game?
I was super honored. That was such a big honor for me, and just being able to be selected for that game was just a blessing. I just want to represent my team. I just want to represent my coaches, and it's going to be super good. Meet a lot of talented players all over the state. It's going to be such a blast. I'm super excited, but also super honored for that opportunity.
Oh, that's so awesome. So then, who was the first person that told you? Or were you like, I've talked to a few kids in the past, they were literally refreshing their phone at 12:01 to get that list. Was that
Really?
you?
No, I was not really. My dad was the first one that told me to, and he showed me the roster, and I was just like, wow, I am honored, I'm blessed to just keep going, play that big old game. That's a big game being selected for, so it's gonna be super fun. Is
That's awesome. So then, a lot of times you're being nominated for that game by your coaches. And so what do you think earned you that selection, and how awesome is that your coaches think so highly of you that they put your name in for this game?
it's awesome that my coaches believed in me and thought that I could get her done because I believe I can too. Um, Super honored by the coaches. I think mainly they, I mean, I just think, they saw my effort during the football games, practice, off season camps, and I just kind of fell in line, if that makes sense.
No, it definitely does. So then, that whole week, it's kind of a big deal. You'll be down in Butte this year, which is an absolutely beautiful stadium down at Naranchi there. So what are you most excited about, with that whole week of events going on?
I'm super excited to get to know everyone on the team. I'm super excited for let's play the game with a bunch of talented, very talented players. That's going to be such a blast and kind of get me ready for the next level and get to meet great new people. So,
For sure. And one of the really cool things about the Shrine game that I think is really cool is, you have guys that play double A ball, and then you have some C school guys, and you just have everything in between. So how cool will that be for you to get to see all those different levels of football? Plus, there's always one Canadian on the team. So you get to see even some international ball.
that's going to be awesome. I'm super excited to meet wonderful people, really. It's going to be awesome. I love it.
That's awesome. So when you go out there and you're on a big stage like Naranchi in front of a lot of people, even on TV, because I believe they televise it, what do you want to prove when you step out there?
Um I just want to prove that I just want to show people my way to play ball. I just want to show them that I can play, and these Class C, Class B teams can play with the Double A teams, and just play with them. And I just want to show everyone my dedication, and I just want to ball out and show everyone that I can ball out. So
I love that. And the really cool thing about the Shrine game, too, is of course, you guys are playing an amazingly awesome game with the best players across the state, but you're playing for the Shriners Hospital in Spokane. And so, what does it mean to be a part of something that is bigger than football, and you get the opportunity to play your game that you love for that opportunity?
I love that opportunity. It's huge. I mean, I just it's a big deal being able to play for something bigger than football, like you said. It's a huge honor, like I said before, and I just playing for that game. Just give it my all. I think we all will, and it's going to be a super good game.
Awesome. So then I know you're going to be playing at the next level. And so what are your goals, coming into this off season for football and then going into next fall?
Going into off season, I'm gonna be waking up early, getting kind of used to the morning lifts we have at college, and just keep in shape mainly, eat good food. I'm going to be just trying to get bigger and stronger for that next level. And what I'm looking forward to in, is that what you asked?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm looking forward to. I'm super excited. It's going to be super good. I love the coaches down there, and they're all super respectful and super greeting. So I'm super excited, and I'm gonna try my best and hardest there, and it's gonna be a good time. I'm super excited down there.
I love that. So walk us through your recruitment process a little bit, because It's always a little bit different for everybody, but then especially you add the wrinkle of being from a smaller town, it's a little bit harder to get noticed. So just walk us through your recruitment process a little bit.
I didn't have any offers my junior year. I kind of had an injury at the beginning of junior year, so it was kind of slow for me as junior. But summer of going into senior year that summer, we went on a team camp to Minot and got to get to know all the coaches super well, and they kind of evaluated everyone, and they kind of just saw me and thought I had an opportunity to play college ball for them. And that was super good. I went to a game day there. That was super good. And we had an official visit there. And I also had a couple other schools offer me, like Dickinson and Rocky. And I was being looked at from multiple other schools. Um, but it was such a great opportunity to get to meet all those great coaches and have them think highly of you. And that's kind of what my recruiting process was.
That's awesome. So then, knowing that it's in Minot, you're at Minot State is where you'll be going, right? Correct.
Yep, correct.
Awesome. So then, really, what was it about Minot State that you were like, yes, that's where I want to spend my next 4 years?
It was the coaches for me. I loved coaches. I love the tight end coach. Coach Cav is what we call him, and he's going to be super good. He's super respectful, super just a down to earth guy, and he plays the best players on that field. And I believe that he is there to win, and that is awesome. And I feel like Minot's just going to be a second home to me, and it's going to be super fun.
I love it. I was going to ask you how you feel about the Minot cold, but I know in Glasgow it gets very cold too.
Yeah,
So
Glasgow is freezing. Yeah, no, totally. It's freezing down here always, so kind of used to it.
For sure. So, for your coaches at Minot State and just for all of us that are getting to know you, what are they getting in a player of your caliber over there at Minot State?
They're getting a player that works hard 100% of the time. I mean, always on time. That has very set high standard goals for themselves and just want to work all day long. And it's going to be great. I'm super excited.
I love that. So, sorry about that. Kind of cut
No, you're
out there
good.
on me.
No, you're good.
So now as we're kind of wrapping up, I just want to do some quick hitter questions about getting to know you a little bit. So,
Okay.
Who is your favorite NFL team?
Right now it's the Buffalo Bills.
I love that. Josh Allen is a beast,
Yeah,
and
I love
kind of
Josh
from our
Allen.
area being a Wyoming grad. So,
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, Josh Allen. I love Josh Allen. He's a super cool guy. I like him a lot.
that's awesome. And then if there was a pro player that you kind of model your game after, who would that be?
I would say Richard Sherman. Or not. Yeah, Richard Sherman, I would say. Or
I
Marshawn
love
Lynch.
that.
Marshawn Lynch.
He definitely.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
both
missed
of
their
them
names
are
up.
just great.
Marshawn Lynch is what I do. I'm sorry. I mixed that up a little bit.
No, you're A-okay. You are A-okay. So then, what is a pregame song? Because you said you're bumping music pregame all the time. So what is a pregame song that you have to listen to before every game?
Trophies by Drake. It's kind of my
Awesome. I love
main
that.
song. I love that song. It gets me going. So,
That is great. And then, what is the best football advice you have ever been given?
go 100%, I'd say.
That's awesome. And then, my final question is, what message do you want to send to the Glasgow community and to your family that's supported you through all of this?
I just want to thank them all, everyone, for being super supportive. And then I love just being looked after as a whole community and as my family. I want to thank my family for just taking me to all these camps, getting me and to football practice, just everything, watching over me, and the community for supporting me and the team. The team needs it a lot from the community because without them, it's really nothing. So it's a huge huge thanks to everyone, really.
I love that, Grady. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on and talking about your football career, talking about the Shrine game, and I wish you the best of luck over at Minot. That sounds like a really cool opportunity for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Of course. You have a great rest of your day.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You too.